The shifting sands of Fuerteventura. Stretching to the shores of the Atlantic, they form one of the most beautiful beaches on the island. The 10 kilometers of pristine beach attracts over 2 million visitors each year.
It's just beautiful here. And the people are so friendly, you know, the restaurants are so friendly and helpful. And the scenery is lovely.
We love the sand.
The mix of volcano and sand.
It's pretty.
You can really see that nature creates more beauty than people do. The sea and the landscape here are much more authentic.
When a strong wind blows, the windsurfers and kiteboarders hit the water. On Fuerteventura, the trade winds blow in from the north, creating ideal conditions for water sports. On the north shore, the rocky beaches with their plentiful surf belong to surfers. And for those who want to learn, one of the island's surf shops can help. Surfing instructor Andy Kulipas teaches beginners.
Here in Fuerteventura, we have 4 times a day semi-diurnal tides, yeah? Equal tides. They have similar water.
Once the theory lesson is over, it's down to the beach. After a dry run on land, it's time to jump in. The first time on the board is a challenge for many, but this is the perfect place for beginners.
It has waves all year round, so there is consistency. And as well, we have different times of different seasons. So there are bigger waves, smaller waves, and really big waves as well. That's why they call it the Hawaii of Europe.
Next, we head inland. The mountains on the Spanish island are ancient, dormant volcanoes. Nestled between the peaks lies Betancuria, the former capital, which draws its name from the explorer Jean de Betancourt. He made landfall on the island in the 15th century. Today, Betancuria is one of Fuerteventura's most beautiful destinations and the cultural heart of the island.
Betancuria is the rural and natural side of Fuerteventura. This isn't a tourist spot with sandy beaches. Betancuria is rural and quaint. Here you can find the traditional dishes and drinks of the island.
Some of these can be found at the Casa Santa Maria, a 200-year-old farmhouse. Tapas are of course on the menu, but if traditional dishes from the islands are more your style, try the papas arrugadas, potatoes with a sea salt crust and red and green sauce, or traditionally prepared goat dishes.
We raise the goats here in Betancuria. They produce cheese with a very special flavor.
The cheese is served with marinated olives and wine from the neighboring island of Lanzarote. Next, we head to the south, to the Botanical Garden Oasis Park, which is home to 8,000 palms and nearly 30,000 cacti. The park is dedicated to protecting the island's indigenous species.
There are endangered species here that only live on specific mountains or a valley or cliff face. We try to grow them here and do our part to protect biodiversity because they are dying out in the wild.
We end our tour with a view of the ocean and the cliffs of La Pared. These natural landscapes add to the charm of Fuerteventura, a paradise in the Canary Islands.